Hello and welcome. This isn't just another English lesson. This is armor for your mind and your self-worth. We're talking about those sharp, unexpected moments. When someone says something designed to cut you, your pulse quickens, your thoughts scramble. Do you fight back? Do you stay quiet? Do you carry that hurt for days? What you do in that single moment defines your power. Some people let harsh words shatter them. Others let those words fuel their growth. They transform the sting into strength. They rise unbroken. This is for that exact moment. For the part of you that's tired of feeling diminished, tired of swallowing your voice, tired of pretending cruel words don't leave a mark. Today, I will show you not just why people lash out, but exactly how to answer in a way that safeguards your dignity, your inner calm, and your self-respect. And we'll do it step by step in clear English with a story that helps you learn and fortify yourself at the same time. So get comfortable, take a slow breath, and listen. Because after this, you will never receive an insult the same way again. The truth about quiet strength. Let me share a reality that many feel, but few discuss. The individuals who face the most disrespect are rarely the fragile ones. They are often the most resilient spirits, compassionate, steady, gentle, and peace-loving. They choose tranquility over turmoil. They choose listening over yelling. They choose unity over friction. They offer the others the benefit of the doubt. They strive for empathy, even when it's not reciprocated. They steer clear of pointless fights because they believe conflict damages connections, and they don't wish to cause pain. These individuals operate on the belief that quiet understanding is better than loud drama. And because of this, they often become the still, observant presence in any group. But here's the difficult lesson every peaceful person eventually learns. The world doesn't always reward gentleness. The world doesn't always honor a soft approach. Sometimes people misread your serene demeanor as a vulnerability. Sometimes they assume you're quiet means you won't defend yourself. And tragically, this misinterpretation becomes an open door for those with sharp tongues to test you. They probe your limits. They push against your edges. They speak to you in a manner they'd never use with someone more confrontational. A disrespectful person senses you won't snap back. They know you won't trade insults. They know you won't escalate the situation. And for that reason alone, they select you. Over time, this pattern begins to wear on you in ways you didn't anticipate. You start to feel unseen around those who only notice you when they need to vent their anger. You start to feel diminished when someone speaks condescendingly, as if your perspective holds no value. You start to doubt yourself, asking, "Why does this keep happening to me? Did I do something to invite this? Is there something fundamentally wrong with me?" Bit by bit, you begin to shoulder the burden of other people's harshness, even when those words were never a true measure of your character. But you must grasp one pivotal truth. A truth that can reshape your entire outlook. An insult does not define you. It defines the person uttering it. A person who is secure within themselves does not belittle others. A person who is genuinely happy does not try to extinguish another's light. A person who holds self-respect does not feel compelled to disrespect another's soul. People who insult others unveil their own inner landscape. Their words expose insecurity, anxiety, envy, or emotional underdevelopment. Their insults are not reflections. They are admissions. They admit their own hurt, their own discontent, and project it onto you, hoping it will make them feel more significant. To help this sink in, let me share a straightforward tale. A story that might echo an experience from your own journey. It's not a loud story. It's not filled with conflict. Instead, it's a quiet moment that holds a profound lesson. And once you hear it, you'll understand exactly why insults reveal the speaker, not the listener. The woman on the train. There was a woman riding the train home one evening. The carriage was quiet, the city lights blurring past the window. She felt tired, but peaceful, looking forward to resting. She was the sort of person who appreciated quiet moments. A good book, a warm drink, the comfort of routine. That day she had worked hard and was finally heading home. She held her bag closely and watched the stations go by, lost in her thoughts. When the train stopped, a man boarded and sat opposite her. He looked agitated. Without any provocation, he glared at her and spoke with a sharp tone. "Why are you sitting like that? You look so smug. People like you think you're better than everyone." His words were pointed and rude, filled with an irritation that had nothing to do with the woman sitting across from him. For a heartbeat, the woman simply listened. Many would have snapped back, defended their posture, or reacted with irritation. But this woman did not. She did not permit the insult to find a home within her. She did not let the harsh words disrupt her inner stillness. Instead, she offered a small, calm smile and said softly, "I hope your evening gets better." Then she returned to gazing out the window. Another passenger had observed the whole exchange. He was struck by her composure. Most people would get defensive or flustered. But this woman responded differently. Intrigued, the passenger leaned over and asked, "How did you stay so calm? He was rude to you for no reason." The woman met his gaze with a gentle intensity and replied, "I don't have to accept every gift I'm offered. Not every word spoken to you is a gift you must accept." These few words contained a deep wisdom, one that is often forgotten. When someone insults you, they are not offering you truth or constructive criticism. They are offering you their inner turmoil, their insecurity, their frustration. It is like someone trying to hand you a burning coal. You are not required to take it. You are not required to let it scorch your hands. You are not required to let their fire consume your peace. This is the core. This is the revelation. This is where your true power begins. When someone insults you, you must see the transaction for what it is. They are attempting to pass their emotional weight to you. They want you to feel what they feel, angry, agitated, small. But the choice is yours. You can accept their negativity, or you can let it drop, leaving your heart untouched. However, this does not mean you become a perpetual silent target. It does not mean you permit repeated disrespect. It does not mean you let others disregard your boundaries. Quiet can be immensely powerful, but only when it originates from strength, not apprehension. What the woman on the train demonstrated was emotional sovereignty, not powerlessness. She chose her response because she refused to internalize another's poison, not because she was incapable of speaking up. And this is what you must learn. You don't need to have a quick, fiery retort, but you do need to know how to answer with wisdom. There is a correct way to guard your respect. There is a correct way to establish your limits. There is a correct way to rise above insults without absorbing them. And once you learn that, your entire life shifts. The psychology of the insult. Before we explore how to respond, it's essential to first grasp why people resort to insults. When you comprehend the psychology behind the harsh words, everything transforms. You stop internalizing cruel comments. You stop giving credence to everything people say about you. You stop permitting someone else's insecurity to mold your self-perception. Once you truly see why people insult, you begin to recognize that insults are seldom about you. They are almost always about the person saying them. They are projections of another's fears, irritations, or unhealed wounds. When you realize this, the sharpness of their words begins to dull, and you gain perspective, command, and resilience. There are 5 primary reasons people insult others, and each one tells you more about them than it does about you. 1. They feel insecure. A very common reason people insult others is their own deep-seated insecurity. Your confidence, your success, your very presence, or your talents might make someone feel inadequate. Perhaps they see your strengths, and it highlights their own perceived shortcomings. Perhaps your steady, collected nature makes them feel unsettled because they lack that same inner balance. Instead of working on their own development, they take the low road. They try to pull others down to their level. When a person senses you are ascending, they use insults as a tool to drag you back down. Their words are not a testament to your failings. They are a